When we were making art out there, it was rebel art. It was unauthorized art. And you can feel that. It was an ecology that had created itself. So you don't see that without human intervention. There isn't any other place like that.
A place of constant reinvention, the Albany Bulb is a 33-acre man-made peninsula that served as a construction debris landfill. Following pressure from environmental organizations and city residents, the landfill was shut down in 1984. The land was never capped, leaving debris exposed rather than sealed underground. After its closure, the land became a vibrant canvas for artists who transformed discarded rubble into expression.
There was this absolutely amazing art that was being made. There was a lot of tin and a lot of wood that had drifted up and broken up this. They were covered with this incredible, wild, imaginative, crazy paintings. I was totally enthralled by that.
Among the earliest groups to shape the bulb's creative identity was Sniff, an art collective known for turning the bulb's debris into bold, rebel art that set the tone for the site's unmatched artistic quality.
It was like a wild place. It was anarchy. It was a place where the law faded out, which is exactly why it was wonderful. That was why homeless people were able to be there, and it was why we were able to make the kind of art that we were able to make.
In the 1990s, as housing insecurity doubled, the Albany Bulb became a refuge for unhoused people, where residents and artists transformed the landfill debris into a living outdoor gallery. This gave people the chance to not only live in nature, but co-create alongside it.
My name's Amber Whitson, and me and my partner lived out here on the Albany Bulb for 7.5 years. That was a 10-foot by 10-foot platform. There was 2 layers of bricks deep. Took my partner 2.5 years to scrape all of the mortar off the bricks to then lay them down to make our platform.
Presence of homelessness, that they could create a community there and build these shacks with $1 million views, depended on the fact that there was essentially lawless. And also nature depended, the kind of natural environment there that wasn't manicured, the wildness of it, that also depended on it.
Groups like the Citizens for East Shore Parks didn't see it that way. They campaigned to kick out unhoused residents in the hopes of making the bulb pristine parkland.
They liked the sculptures there, but they didn't want the people. And they wanted to get rid of the bulb as a problem for them.
I felt like I had experienced a place that I don't think I'd ever be able to experience in my lifetime.
As pressure grew to incorporate the bulb into McLaughlin East Shore State Park, the city of Albany began targeting the encampment for removal, citing safety and health hazards as grounds for eviction.
In 2013, they were moving to evict people, and I pulled together a large law firm to work with me and with the center to file a lawsuit against the city of Albany to prevent the evictions. Unfortunately, the Constitution does not protect the right of people to have housing.
With the legal challenge denied, the city reached a settlement. Residents were offered $3,000 each to leave the bulb, a price that failed to reflect what the bulb truly was, a home.
The city was pretty angry, so they came in after us at 4:30 in the morning with 30 officers from 3 agencies and assault rifles and arrested us.
After years of conflict and resistance, the bulb was fully cleared in 2014.
And after they left, where did they go? They were huddled under the Gilman overpass. And then they got kicked out of there. And then they got kicked out of there, from one place to another.
Today, the bulb has evolved into a popular hiking spot where visitors wander trails and add new layers of art to the landscape.
There's a wide gulf between what's happening here and what you might see in an institutional art space. Difficulties and challenges are magnified by the institution themselves, creating walls that are inside and outside, not letting certain people in. In an art museum, you get work that is vetted based on the ideals and qualities of art that were desirable 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Here, I could decide on Saturday what art is going to happen on Sunday. Spaces like this and art like this allows people to respond politically in the moment, and you can be the artist who is celebrated, even if only for a little while before someone else comes along and everything changes.
In 2016, an organization named Love the Bulb formed with the goal of conserving the bulb's creative spirit, hosting various events that invite visitors to connect with the landscape. However, in shaping the bulb as a curated space, they have steadily erased much of the creativity and character once brought by the people who live there.
It was put forth to me that it was going to be a way to bring awareness of the community that was here and of the things that we created here to the general public. I feel like it would be good if it had gone that direction.
But it was not the same, and it didn't have the same organic connection to the landfill itself. I mean, we made art out of the stuff that was there that came in. The character of the art being made and the relation of the art to the environment changed in a way that I'm no longer interested.
I can imagine some more tensions and political challenges and, again, maybe trauma in trying to engage with people who were previously removed. And that might be something that a group of volunteer art lovers isn't ready for.
While new artists have the chance to carry on the bulb's legacy, they often overlook its full history, painting over the past and leaving the resilience of those who once lived there to be forgotten.
Real joy, not just manufactured joy, I believe is in those moments of resistance where you stand against, what's going on and create a liberated space, some liberated zone where you can be really human. And to me, that's what's most important now as ever.